Hey YouTube, guess what I got? A old Craftsman 2 riding mower. So let's go ahead and get started on how I got this. So if you recall, this is the same person who made those mini bike videos, Ian McCoy 418400. Also the same person who made Ian McCoy 1999 mini bike videos. This video will be about this tractor. In the following videos for this, we will be showing you things with this tractor. So, you may wonder where did I get this tractor? Well, someone had thrown it away in the garbage. And it had the deck on it, had the lever on the side for the thing, it had everything on it. It was gray, kind of rusty a little. It didn't have headlights, it had an engine and everything. So I wanted to turn it into a go-kart. So I ripped the deck off, ripped everything off that has to do with the mower, and kept on the essentials. Now you may wonder why I took off the engine. So I will go ahead and explain to you why I took off the engine. I'll be right back. Okay, so here we have the engine. It's a 12.5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton. It may look like a perfectly good engine. The guy was like, oh yeah, the engine, it doesn't run. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll try to fix it up. And he was like, alright. And so what I did is the battery was completely dead. Had corrosion all over it, as you can see over there by the gas cans. So, took some jumper cables, hooked it up to the battery, put the jumper cables under my dad's car, turned the key, nothing happened. So I was like, okay, well maybe it's got no gas or bad compression. I checked that everything was fine. It had a good spark plug. And then I directly hooked the jumper cables up to the electric starter motor and still nothing. So then I thought, okay, something's going on. So then I thought, well maybe the electric starter motor is burnt out. So I was like, okay, so I better check that out. And so I pulled the electric starter motor off. And I'll go ahead and show you what's underneath that. Well, that's what I saw in the engine behind the electric starter motor, a big old hole in it. And I was like, well, there's a problem. So, this engine is trashed. The only reason I'm going to keep it is for parts. But, I do know for a fact that that hole got in there because the people before who owned it tried to run it without oil and it made a big hole because it overheated. So what I'm going to do is Harbor Freight sells engines, but they're horizontal shaft. They do sell some vertical shaft engines, but it's not big enough. It's only 5.5 horse, so I'm going to have to look around on the internet for some new engines. So that's up with that. That's why I can't use that engine. So, let's go ahead and take back a look at the tractor. It hooks up. Like, I'll go ahead and show you what's underneath the hood just to show you how to hook that up. So, underneath your hood, it's engine goes right there, and the engine will have to hook up to a new pulley because the old pulley will be way too big. If I get might want to get a smaller engine or something, so I'll have to find a new pulley, but it has to be the same size, but it has to be for a shaft that's small like the new engine. Hooks up to this belt, you can see down there, which goes way back through a couple pulleys in there, which the pulleys are for the clutch and the chain tightener, which then that belt leads way back to the transmission. Now let's go ahead and take a look back how that works. So here's the gear shifter. It's got neutral, reverse, it's got first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, and fifth gear. Goes all the way up to 5 gears, hooks straight into the transmission like I said before. And all I have to do for that is, if I want to turn this into a go-kart, this will be my shifter. So basically, for the throttle, was right there. I don't know if you can see it. It's over here behind the steering wheel. But for my new throttle, it's going to be the shifter. I'm not going to have that for the new engine. So, well, let's go take a look at the front and the paint job I did. So basically, as you can see, it has no headlights, which it came like that, and I painted it red and blue, because it was gray before and boring looking, so I painted it. But I'm going to try to buy some car headlights, maybe from like Harbor Freight or something, and put it on. But other than that, it's a pretty nice little tractor. It rolls good, tires are all perfect. So I mean, once I get the thing into a go-kart, I'll be making videos about that. I'll probably make a video when I get the engine, make a video putting it on. So please comment, rate, and subscribe. See ya.